Greetings, peasants. You're watching Rodney Reviews. Like and subscribe, or else.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rotten Reviews. It's been a minute. We're back like we never left. Anyway, in today's episode, I'm going to be looking at this Variety Top 100 Best Horrors Movie list they put out the other day. Now, I haven't seen the full list, but I've seen some people complaints about the list, about some of the rankings. I seen they had The Ding at 46, which is crazy to me because that's like top 5 of all time, if you ask me. But let's look at this list. Let's react to these rankings, and let's see what happens. We have 100 Repulsion from 1965. Not familiar with this. Take practically another horror movie from the 60s and would be dead meat and hit me, but even the space doesn't. Later, she imagined someone assaulting her in bed. That's interesting. Babadook Black Swan. Might check this out. Number 99, Suspiria. Now, this is crazy. Suspiria is an awesome movie. 99 is insane. It's Dario Argento at his best, if you ask me. Phenomenal and Opera, those some hits. But this movie is amazing. Beautiful. It's crazy. 98, The Devil's Backbone. I've never heard of this. It's a Guillermo del Toro movie. I'm about to look this up about a young boy meeting goes to an orphanage, Civil War. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. I like Guillermo del Toro. 97, The Haunting. I've heard of The Haunting. I know the remake with in like early 90s, late 90s with Tay Diggs. I know that. No, that's House of the Haunting Hill. The Haunting is the one with fucking Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson. That's the one I know. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I heard of this. All I know is that ending with the. I know that ending. I heard of this movie. 96. Okay. 95. Dead Alive. I heard Brain Dead. I heard of Dead Alive. I heard of Brain Dead. Evil Dead. Peter Jackson. It's like one of Peter Jackson's first movies. This and fucking. It's crazy. If you told somebody that the guy who made this was going to create one of the best trilogies in American movie cinema and a great King Kong movie, they'd probably smack you in the face. 94, Event Horizon. Event Horizon is a movie that does not get enough love in the horror genre, in my opinion. I see a lot of people say that movie mid, but this movie's really, really damn good. Shout out to, it's a little fun. This black guy right here, he's hilarious in the movie. This movie is great. I gotta watch this again. Yeah, 97, Event Horizon. Shout out to Paul W. Anderson, Resident Evil and all that. Cat People, 1940. 93, not familiar with this. And Beauty, right from the start, there are warning signs, blah, blah, blah. Cat People. 92, Human Centipede. I've not seen any of the Human Centipede movies. I don't know if I want to see any of the Human Centipede movies. Maybe one day. 91, Dead of the Night. That an evil puppet? Like Saki's most satisfying story. Movies are hard to shake. It's thinking to tell, reveal a twist, catches off guard. It's just like a Twilight Zone episode from reading. And it's a Page of the Madness. I like that they're showing like love to like some like very older, like 20s, 30s, and 40s stuff. But that gets people interested in the medium. I should have turned that off. For decades, horror becomes tough. Page of Madness inspired no limiters. Follow lost nearly a century. Jack, I check it out. Horrors of Dracula. This is one of the countless Bram Stoker. Okay, Christopher Lee. Shout out to Christopher Lee. This is one of them Hammer horror movies. That is a Hammer movie. 1963, Bloodfest. 88. Not familiar with this one. Not familiar with that one. 1988, The Vanishing. Sporos. 1988. Let me see this about. Sometimes you can't be entirely sure. You're watching a horror movie to the very last scene. Neuralinear. Just like one of them art horror movies. A woman goes missing in a highway. Just goes forward find her boyfriend, still tormented. Audience don't have to wander along to the split of the culprit. Reaches out to Rex. Blah blah. I might check this out. What's it called? The Vanishing. I might check this out. Village of the Damned. Only I know about this movie. These crazy looking kids. I've heard of this movie. These crazy looking kids with the eyes. I've heard of this. Reanimator. These class, if you ask me. 85. It's not a bad place. And so far, my only problem so far is Suspiria being 99. I had that higher. Reanimator. Reanimator is a movie in the series I gotta watch. I know there's like a ton of them. I gotta watch Reanimator. Dead Ringers, 84. David Cronenberg, crazy man. I heard of this. Get the real horror lies and everything that connects from the minds of two brothers. Elliot let it cure was just one of the patients. And she thinks Elliot, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Dead Ringers, might check it out. Little Shop of Horrors. Roger Corman wrote. I heard about this movie recently. I saw the '80s one when Bill Murray, not Bill Murray, Dean Martin, no Steve Martin, Steve Martin. Cheer about a dozen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Steve Martin. Is it Steve Martin? Yeah, I think it's Steve Martin. Steve Martin and Rick Moranis. And that movie is amazing. I've not seen this one, but I know this movie was apparently written and shot in a week and a half. So shouts to Roger Corman. What Lies Beneath? Okay, Harrison Ford. I know Harrison Ford's in a horror movie. Ancient Horror Lies Beneath. Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, I'm about to check this out. Robert Zemeckis too. Okay, turn up. Okay, Wolfman. I saw Lon Chaney with a Chinese menu in his hand. That's not it. I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand. Shout out to Lon Chaney. Shout out to the Wolfman. That was cringe. I'm sorry. House of Wax. There's a remake. I know the remake with Paris Hilton. I have heard this has Vincent Price in it. Just like one of the. I hear this is like one of the earliest versions of a slasher. But this is at the time very like it was very unique. 1953. Shout out to Vincent Price. Was it Vincent Price? I think it was Vincent Price. The Omen. This is for you, Damien. I have not seen the Omen. The only Omen movie I've seen was the first Omen, the one that came out early this year. That's the only one I've seen. Number 79. I remember the remake. They kept the marketing was June 6, 2006. That's how the marketing was 666. Yeah, I don't think nobody saw the movie. But the Omen is a series I want to watch because I know the sequels got Sam Neill in them. He's like evil. Angst, 1983, 78. And I heard this before, like Psycho. Inspired by J.G. here, Particular. Oh, my allergies are killing me today. The Blob. Okay, where's our 2025 Blob remake at? Where is it? The Blob's a classic 50s horror movie. I Walk with a Zombie, 1943, number 76. 75, The Descent. Descent is a good movie. Classic film right there. I wonder what people prefer the original ending where she thinks she gets out, but she wakes up, she's still in the cave, or do people like the one where she actually escapes? I wonder which one most people prefer. Nightmare on Elm Street at 74 is crazy. This might be. I'm about to cut this out too. Nightmare on Elm Street at 74. Ooh, this might ruffle some feathers for real. I don't know about that. It's one of the most iconic horror movies of all time. One of the most iconic killers of all time. 74. Some people might be hurt about that one. Blood Dracula, another Dracula movie. Does this one have Christopher Lee in it as well? There's many Dracula movies. More than other genres, horror invites us to take pleasure from such travesty elements as wooden acting. Flesh of Dracula, blah, blah. The reason Dracula can't find any virgins is that John playing a Marxist peasant from New York draw is too busy. That's crazy. The impotent underground cinema stunt with design and capitalized anymore. That's funny. Creature of the Black Lagoon. Shout out to the Creature of the Black Lagoon. We need another one of these movies, man. We need some of these older like movies need to come back. Like I would love to watch. I would love an updated Creature of the Black Lagoon movie. Hostel 2. Do people like Hostel 2? 71? I don't know. Above Nightmare on Elm Street? Nope. The Wailing. I watched The Wailing recently, about a month or two ago. The movie's amazing. The ending of the movie is. Shout out to my boy right here. This is my nigga. I think that's the right actor. I might got a different actor. Don't tell nobody. But this is not a Bong Joon-ho movie. This is a Bong Joon-ho movie. Shout out to Bong Joon-ho. This is what's his face. I can never remember his name, but shout out to him. This is my nigga. That nigga can act. I fuck with him. Near Dark. This is that vampire movie with Bill Paxton, ain't it? Yeah, Bill Paxton. I've never heard of this. It's 1969. Nice. I gotta watch this on the list. This is on the list. I gotta watch this. Makes sense. This is where M. Night Shyamalan. Nah, that's not where he peaked because I really like old and Trap is gonna allow. The Sixth Sense. I always knew the plot twist of this movie, but I never knew how it get to that point. And I watched it. It's a pretty good movie. Shout out to Haley Joel Osment. Shout out to Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Willis, to Possession. 1980. This movie really, I could have saved her. This is a great movie. I could have saved her. I could. She needed me. I could have fixed her. The Babadook 66. I don't know. This is one of these movies, very decisive horror movies. It's like Hereditary. You either love it or you hate it. I'm in the category. I thought it was cool, but I feel like most general audience either gonna love Babadook or they really hate Babadook. The Incredible Shrinking Man. This is cool. Look at it, 1957. Look what they were doing in the 50s. This is cool mirror techniques, fucking practical effects. Now everything's a big CGI fest, and movies are cost $300. They look awful. Overhaul. Planet Terror. This the movie, the stripper with the shot with the machine gun leg. I've seen a couple of scenes of it. I've seen it from. I've seen some of Death Proof, Planet Terror. I remember this. I gotta watch it again one day. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is 63. Shout out to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We need another one of these too. We need a lot of these old Universal horror movies need to come back. I mean, they tried the Dark Universe. It didn't really work. Bad Day. The problem was they tried to make it a universe, but they should have just made it just movies. But now they're making a new Wolfman movie. That looks really good. I'm really interested in it. Like The Invisible Man, that's good. Now we need a new. All we need now is a Frankenstein movie. It would be good money. They are making a Frankenstein movie. I forgot who's in it. I just saw it. They are making a Frankenstein movie. Gremlins, 62. I rock with it. I've not seen Gremlins. I've seen Gremlins 2 though, and Gremlins 2 is awesome. Candyman. Ooh, Candyman 61. I might put it a little higher. That's just me. Shout out to Tony Todd. Have y'all seen the Candyman sequel? Reboot? Requel? I thought it was really good. I feel like the movie just didn't get talked a lot enough when it came out, but it's a really good sequel to this. This is a really good movie. Funny Games. I've not seen Funny Games, but I know what it's about. Niggas busting people's houses and they fuck shit up, and that's the plot. And the director remade his own movie. Whatever happened to Baby Jane 59? I think I've heard of this. Baby Jane Davis. Glenn Davis? Betty Davis. She got Betty Davis eyes. Raw. I've not seen Raw. I've heard of Raw. I posted a story about the top horror movie directed by women, and my friend comes saying, "Why the hell?" She was like, "Why the hell is Raw number 7 on that list?" I'm like, it is what it is. Shouts to Raw. I've never seen it, but I'm probably watch it. Peeping Tom 57, 1960. The Psycho. Depending on upspriting, colorful, Peeping Tom on the early slash movie from the killer POV. Interesting. I'm gonna check it out. The Fly. This movie is amazing. Shout out to David Cronenberg. David Cronenberg was a crazy nigga. Shout out to David Cronenberg though. Shout out to Jeff Goldblum. That's a real one. 56. I rock with it. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920. There's a lot of love for the stuff from the 20s and from the early years of filmmaking, which is really cool. German horror. Let the Right One In. I've heard of this. I know Let the Right One In and this is the German one. Let Me In, Let the Right One In. This is the German one. I've not seen either one of them, but I heard they're really good. Eraserhead. I've not seen Eraserhead. Shout out to David Lynch. But them Davids are crazy people. David Lynch and David Cronenberg. Don't trust a nigga named David. I've not seen Razorhead. All I know Razorhead is this character with his poofed up hair. That's all I know about this movie. Blood and Black Lace, 62. What is this about? Mario Vanilla gains a career. The Fright Collection was his first color feature. Started the dress of his but the lighting, gore mystery. Look at it. Irreversible, 2002. I've never heard of this. Gaspar Noé. I heard of Gaspar Noé though. He did Climax. Climax is a crazy movie. My friend begged me to watch Climax with her, and she spent her entire time looking away from the screen. I'm like, you want to watch this? Watch it. Crazy movie though. That ending, not the ending, that one scene. Oh boy. What is about early encounter sins, infernal sex club with atmosphere assault, climaxes, the scariest thing about the suggested murder, victim enjoyed it. Alibaba, number 50. This is a great movie. I want that mask. This is a really good movie. It's really good Japanese horror, Japanese samurai horror movie. It's really good. I want that mask. The Witch or The Witch, depending on where you watch it. Shout out to Robert Eggers. Shout out to my boo, Anya Taylor-Joy. That's Bay right there. Amazing actress. Great movie. The Birds, classic. I remember watching The Birds one day in school. Very corny movie, but it's a pretty cool movie for what they could do. It's funny. They I think the last scene when Charlie gets attacked, they just threw a bunch of birds into the room with her, and she didn't know they were going to do that. So I think her reaction to getting attacked was really real. So, boy, Alfred Hitchcock was an asshole. 47. Godzilla at 47 is crazy. This should be top 10 at least. Top 15 maybe. Top 5 for sure. Let's go Jira. I've seen people complain about what they wrote. I've not read what they write about it. He's one of the most spectacular of all movie monsters, and also one of the most grandly preposterous. It's between those two poles that Godzilla lives, occupying a uncanny valley of Kish awe, towering over the buildings, elevated trains, and telephone wires. He smashes through as there are toys made, actually now that you mention it, with skin, leg, carpeting, plants that line his back like small fur Christmas trees, so beady they're just the side of a puppy. It's the radioactive beast who stomped Tokyo is a walking metaphor for nuclear devastation suffered from by Japan in World War II. As such, he is the serious figment of 20th century horror as cinema has ever gave us. But he's played by a man in a dinosaur suit. On some level, we always knew they were watching a tacky, ingenuous, apocalyptic puppet show. The original cut from still most compelling, lavishly some origin stretching. I mean, suspension of disbelief, my nigga. It's a horror movie. Oh Jesus! Suspension of disbelief. The thing. Now, that's where I have a problem. This should be top 3. This movie's fucking amazing. This should be top 3. 1, 2, 3. The Thing. Top 5 horror movies. The Ding, the Ding, the Ding, the Ding, the Ding. Shaw Jones Carpenter. GOAT. The Invisible Man. That should be higher than the Invisible Man, in my opinion. I read the book in high school. Good book. Manhunter. Now, Manhunter's some heat. If y'all haven't seen Manhunter, y'all gotta watch Manhunter. Manhunter's some heat. I fuck with Manhunter. There's technically a sequel. This is like the first movie before Silence of the Lambs. Manhunter's some heat. Red Dragon, cool. Silence of the Lambs is cool. But Manhunter's some fire. Vampire. This movie always shows on my HBO Max, and I've not seen it. I might watch it one day. 28 Days Later, another movie series I gotta watch because I know they're making 28 years later. I gotta watch 28 Days and Weeks Later. 28 days, is it weeks, 28, or is it 28 months later? I gotta watch them. The Devils. Ooh, what's this? 71, the 70s. The 70s had some interesting horror movies. I feel like they're all just taking they're just doing random shit. So let's try something different. And that's really cool. Devil's adaptation drama play from the 70s. Castle Witch Hunt with Russell Festoon and the Catholic groups. Oh, read the stunning. I'm gonna watch this. The Bride of Frankenstein. Shout out to the Bride of Frankenstein. Shout out to Frankenstein. 1935. Kawaitan. This movie also pops up on my HBO Max feed all the time. I gotta watch this as well. Freaks. The freaks come out at night. Look at Buddy. That's not nice. I'm sorry. Dead Red Profondo Rosso. What is this? Another Dario Argento movie, upsetting audiences from the time of the fashion talent slasher, children's and companies of Christmas stabbing, the film music by prog rock legends Goblin only gets funkier from there. That's one thing about Dario Argento movies. The music is amazing. The soundtracks are amazing. Hereditary, good movie. Another one of those either you love it or you hate it movies. I thought it was really fantastic. But it's not better than John Carpenter's The Thing or Godzilla. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This was already on the list. This must be the 50s version. Okay, this is the 51. The other one was the 71. Evil Dead 2. I love Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 is a great movie. Evil Dead 2 is just Evil Dead 1 with a budget. And both are great movies. Watch both of them. On creative one, not heard it. Check it out. Nazi Groupthink. All right. The Night of the Hunter. A lot of 50s getting love on this list. Conventional horror, charged, lengthened, deeply unsettled direction. Every features one of the most terrifying antagonists of all cinema. Courtesy of Robert Mitchum's Harry Powell and Malcolm Forrest, who leaves prison with a plan to wed and murder his cellmate's widow. That nigga crazy. Love and hate on his tattoo. Yeah, love and hate like Radio Raheem. Ringu. Ringu's a good movie. Great movie. I've not seen The Ring, but Ringu, great movie. Eyes Without Face, 1960. Phantom of the Opera. Shout out to Phantom of the Opera. Shout out to Gerard Butler, who played him in the 2000s version, early 90s version. The Wicker Man. Not the bees. Ah, not the bees. Dracula. Shout out to my nigga, Bela Lugosi. See, like Bela Lugosi said, it takes any fool can play Frankenstein. But it takes a real man of elegance to play Dracula. It requires some sexiness. I mean, that's what he said in the movie Ed Wood, and I believe he probably said that in real life too. But shout out to Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi was that nigga. The Innocents. Gothic horror. Jack Clayton swims. I cannot read today, apparently. On the film Genius Lies, ambiguity left, or maybe blah, 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 blah. Scream, great movie. I feel like Scream's right where it needs to be. 25, Scream's great movie. Blair Witch Project. It started a wave, even though this movie came out I think a year or two after the last broadcast, and both movies have similar shot names, but this one got the popularity. Dawn of the Dead. I've not seen Dawn of the Dead. I need to. I know we got Ken Forte in it. He's a horror legend, who is also Kenan Thompson's dad and Kenan and Kel. Shout out Tom Savini. Carnival of Souls. Sure, this spooky, blah, blah, blah. Corner of Souls. I'm check it out later. Black Sunday. She looks like Willow Ryder. Winona Ryder. Don't look up the other name I said. Get Out. Great movie. Get Out is a good movie, but also it's one of the movies white people like to overly exaggerate about. Like, yeah, man, I love Get Out. It's the greatest thing of all time. Like, yeah, it's a good movie, but you ain't got to sell me the fact that you take the movie. You ain't got to. I feel like white people, when it comes to Jordan Peele movies, this may be a hot take. Your good movies, I don't know, it was alright. I feel like white people, they overly rank them and review them because they don't want to seem racist. And I feel that like the liberal, the far left, like super liberal white people, they do that because they want to seem like one of the good ones. The movies aren't bad. They just kind of go a little, they glaze a little too much. Like I see a nigga say Jordan Peele's the greatest horror director of all time. I'm like, whoa, but he got 2.5 good movies. Let's relax. They're cool though. The Mummy, shout out to Boris Karloff again. The Shining. I read The Shining in high school. Great movie. Stephen King hates this. I think everybody knows that. And then he did his own version. It was alright. It was cool. Shelley Duvall, my woman. A lot of people think Shelley, like fucking Stanley Kubrick, like tortured Shelley Duvall on this, but it's not true. She even said that never happened. Diabolical. Les Diabolicals, 1955. My friends from the Man Wife Marriage team up to do them in. Ooh, okay. Two bad bitches trying to kill the cheating one. Okay, turn up. Halloween, 16. All right, they fucking with John Carpenter right now. Who? They fucking with my nigga John Carpenter. The Dead to the movie. 16. Oh, come on. Don't Look Now. What's this? Neil Rapley's Raw Oaks. I can't talk. Don't Look Now is like a fall. Don't Look Now, that movie? No, I'm thinking something else. Nosferatu. I can't wait for the new one to come out with Willem Dafoe. Oh, this is gonna be a classic. Couldn't see that. Signs of the Lamb. Signs of the Lamb was a good movie, but it ain't fucking with Manhunter in my opinion. But I put it top 20. I think Manhunter is a better movie. King Kong is not a horror movie, really. I don't know. Alien, great movie. 11. I can see that. Great horror movie. Now in the top 10. Let's see what we got. Carrie. I like Carrie. I don't know. This is like the only Stephen King movie. Oh no, Shining above The Shining. I don't know. I'd put Shining above Carrie. No, I don't know. I might put Pet Cemetery with Carrie though. It's number 9. Why is this on the list? Ew, this is a ew. Don't look this movie up. This movie is nasty. Number 8, Frankenstein. Yeah, I guess I can see why. Number 7, Audition. I've not seen Audition. I just know that one scene where she that one dame to that one guy. And it's Night of the Living Dead. I respect it. I respect it. Number 6, great. I respect it. Rosemary Baby. Good movie. I think Rosemary Baby a little overrated. Just a tad bit. I think maybe a little overrated. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's an acquired taste. Where's The Exorcist? I didn't think I see The Exorcist on this list. It might be top 3. Jaws 4. One of the first big summer blockbusters, horror blockbusters. I can see it. Steve Spielberg at his best. I recognize it. The Psycho. So The Exorcist is gonna be number 2 or number 1. Psycho, classic film. I can see why. One a pioneer to the slasher genre, low key. So I can see why. Okay, Exorcist number 2. Great movie, lovely movie. The music. Shout out to William Freakin because he did another movie I really like called Live and Die in L.A., which is a amazing movie. Go watch that if you haven't seen it. It's a great action movie. This Exorcist, great movie, great horror movie. Pazuzu, crazy. And number 1, he's so cool and I love him. And he did, and you know what? Yeah, I'm cool with Texas Chainsaw Massacre being number one because the movie deserves a lot of respect. This movie, if you watch it, you can just feel how nasty and dirty this movie is. And my favorite scene of this movie is when Leatherface kills a nigga. He goes in the other room and just puts his hand puts his hand in his hand like, damn, I ain't have to do buddy like that. It kills me every time. I'm not good at editing, but I'm gonna edit that clip in. It kills me every time he does that. He did that. He like, dang, I ain't gotta do buddy like that. That shit had me weak. But yeah, I guess number one, I can see it. Personally, I put the Ding at number one. I put the John Carpenter's Ding top two. I'd make it number one. That's because that's my favorite horror movie. Not a lot of animated horror on here. I'll put Perfect Blue on this list. I don't know that much animated horror movie I think about it. But yeah, I think Perfect Blue will be good on this list. I'd take King Kong out for it. Not a lot of newer horror movies. With Barbarian, I put Barbarian on this list, actually. I'd make Barbarian probably number 100. Maybe Smile. What's some other horror movies that would be great on this list? No Friday the 13th movies on this list. Wait a minute. Was there not one Friday the 13th movie? I just realized that. There was not one. Wow. Not one. Not part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Or not 5. But damn, not one Friday the 13th movie. Not damn, no Final Destination either. I'll put Final Destination on this list as well. Damn, but fucking Silo made the list. Fucking Human Centipede made the list. South Play ain't made the list. Variety, y'all fucking up. Child Play ain't make the list. I just realized that. Child Play ain't made the list. Saw ain't make the list. Damn, Variety, what y'all doing? Damn. My nigga Jigsaw not on the list. It ain't make the list. I put it on here. Damn, no Friday the 13th. No Child's Play. I put Predator on here, actually. We put King Kong on the list. Fucking put Predator on the list. The first Predator can be seen as a horror movie. Jacob Ladder ain't made the list. That should have made the list. A lot of movies should have made this list. It is what it is. But number one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But damn, no Child's Play. No Friday the 13th. No Final Destination. Crazy work. But anyway, this has been an episode of Rotten Review. Until next time, everybody, peace out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, I guess comment. Tell me what horror movie you think probably should have made the list. It's October. It's about to be Halloween. If you made it to the end, put your top 3 favorite horror movies in here in the comment section. Until then, peace out, everybody.